Ben Alaya joins us now. It's a Friday morning, and together we shall be taking a look at all that is going down as regards football in Nigeria and other issues. Ben Alaya, welcome to the program.
Yes, always a delight, as I say, to be here on Fridays to talk issues and to talk football, to talk sports generally. There's a lot of issues on the ground.
Issues man is here. One of the issues I'm sure you're talking about. Giwa FC abandoned that match, the 13th game against Enugu Rangers. The other party, it was supposed to continue, got to Abuja, Giwa FC didn't show up. Now the LMC, they're going tough.
Yes, the LMC can go tough, but hey, I have an issue with the LMC. You see, people who are investing in football, apart from Giwa FC, MFM, Ikorodu United, and of course, Ifeanyi Ubah, all the other clubs are owned by government. These people must be encouraged. You don't because you have issues to grind with the owner of a club and you turn it the action on the club. What they have simply done, I think that is what is happening.
But that's not the case.
Let me tell you. Ifeanyi Ubah, for instance, I go back because there are precedents. If you are judging a case, Ifeanyi Ubah, the owner of the club himself, went into the field, slapped a goalkeeper of the opposing side. His security men were busy beating up people. They treated it with a slap in the wrist.
But it came out of there.
They didn't come out. Now you are giving somebody whose players, the man was not even at the stadium. The fans were the one who were disrupting the game. You are saying they should pay 6 million. I mean, the judgment is
3.65
million. You are saying they should pay this, they should pay that. It's abysmal. We should judge.
But then look at these pictures. This is not good for our football. We cannot play that game at the Rampan Stadium.
Maybe we can look at what happened at Rampan Stadium again, because Ben, what really happened at that stadium? I'm not trying to bring whether Giwa or whatever, but let's just look at football. Forget the
party football.
Is it good for fans to start throwing stones? The stones were big as rocks. You saw the picture. And not only that, those particular fans have been cautioned like several times. It wasn't the first time it was happening. Those fans were cautioned according to what LMC said, before now. And, for you to go to a stadium, right now you have mothers, kids actually coming to the stadium to watch it. And you're sitting there, you have some group of fans throwing stones on the field. What if one of those rocks have actually hit the referee that they were throwing
I'm not saying that.
It would have been a different
I'm not saying that we should encourage violence. It is not encouraged anywhere in the world. Whether from a player to a player, from an official to a player, from a proprietor to a player, what I'm saying is simply that we should use the same measure with which we treat A to treat B.
But
that is not what is happening.
But Ben, if you check LMC rule now, each time they are going ahead with those fines, they actually quote a particular statute. Like they tell you that, okay, you look at rule B 13.55 of the MPFL framework and rules for 2015-2016 season, and that's what the rule states, and that's what they're doing. They are not going above this.
NFL,
and in case of Ifeanyi Ubah also, they also quoted a particular section of their rule book to apply it.
They derive their powers from the NFF statutes. They are not gods unto themselves. And so if you maltreat me, I feel that I was not fairly treated in a case, and I appeal to the disciplinary and organizing committee or appeals committee of the NFF, you should wait for that judgment to happen before you keep hammering me, because it is obvious, whether we want to say it or not, it is obvious that that club is being witch-hunted. And let me tell you, if for instance, today another fine was imposed, I think yesterday. If today Ambassador Chris Giwa decides to withdraw from the league, are you going to go and arrest him? We should encourage people who are putting their money.
If I
were Ambassador Chris Giwa, I will withdraw the club from the league.
If we have 10 Premier League clubs,
if I were him, I would withdraw, because it's getting frustrating for me. As a person.
But Ben, if we have 10 Premier League clubs in NPFL and those clubs are ready to abide by the rules, fine.
Okay, Ben.
It's disheartening for you to come to the stadium. You can't even come to the stadium because you have some fans who always.
I have said I don't encourage violence.
Exactly.
But let us treat the clubs with equal. Listen, let us treat them equally. Let us not use if you are hammering a club, hammer them the way you hammer the other.
I'm not going your way at all.
I smell a rat somewhere.
It depends on
whatever. That's my position.
These issues we are talking about, two different cases. Now, okay, you were supposed to to appear before the appeal committee. The club didn't show up.
That's right.
Now you allowed Enugu Rangers to travel all the way from the east straight to Abuja. They waited and it didn't come.
All the while,
then what you
the club was in communication with MPFL. They were writing, and the MPFL through the man we call Funky Malan were also replying. So they were in communication. And they,
so why did they show up? What's the reason for them not showing up?
Putting relevant statutes of the NFF and the MPFL.
Why not just obey the rules and just play the game and let it go? Because other clubs will want to follow the same.
At times, if I want to deal with Nigeria, they don't have to come to Nigeria. They communicate with us through.
We've seen a lot of those letters.
I mean, it's better for you not to just show up in a game because I'm just thinking for what we know, for the good of the game. That's what I'm looking at. For the game to be better.
The violence should not be encouraged.
Exactly.
But there must be equity.
You must show up for your game. But Ifeanyi himself was banned for 10 matches, right? He was banned for 10 matches. Giwa FC wasn't banned for 10 matches.
Slap on the wrist.
He was banned for 10 matches. The video was out there. People talked about it. We said we don't like that.
He was the owner of the club. He was fighting on the pitch.
Look at this.
Because the owner of the club is affected. Now, this is what happened. It just doesn't look good at all. You can't come to the stadium because of this. So you wouldn't want to encourage this. I'm looking at those pictures. Really fine. Just take a look at what's happening at a stadium where you have children running around.
Yeah,
this is not good.
Ben is suggesting that the punishment doesn't fit the crime. But
that's it.
According to lay down rules,
that means the police were even on
according
ground.
to lay down rules, Giwa FC breached rule 13.25. And it's
so
they all knew about it and they're being punished for it. I don't see any drama about it.
Whatever drama. Now, just look at the kid there. Did you see that?
Yeah, nobody is saying that violence should be encouraged. What I'm saying, treat the clubs equally.
Okay, let's look at the papers. Let's look at the papers.
Oh my God.
I have Sporting Sun here. I think, thank God, there's no Giwa here. Okay, the first one is, I like this from Dalong, Rio 2016, no medal target for Team Nigeria. Coming from the sports minister?
Yeah.
Okay. Another one is Osimhen, Wankali fire blank in Flying Eagles friendly, and Musa Aaron Samuel sets net in Russia. Okay, that's scoring. Goyenacho floors Mercy. That's European scorers chart. Which one got you talking, Ben, from this one?
Well, I think it's the minister's suggestion that he doesn't expect. I don't think that is good enough. I think the minister should come out to say, I mean, he says he's traveling this weekend to Philadelphia, where the Nigerian athletics team, is it Pennsylvania or Philadelphia?
I think there's really that's
somewhere where the Nigerian team is camped. I think Chief Solomon Ogba, who is the president, should also be there. And I think that if the minister is going, he should have an idea of how Nigeria can perform, going by the times they are returning. The most important thing for me is that can you go with the athletes' grants and their bonuses so that they will be happy and concentrate. Because that has always been an issue, really. Austin, I'm sure you agree with me. Yeah. If you go empty-handed and continue to pray and tell the players, this is your fatherland, be patriotic, nobody listens.
And to an extent, the minister is being realistic. What's your level of preparations that you should give medal targets? You know, why are you expected to win medals?
Has raised a lot of
who was supposed to prepare the athletes for the Olympic Games?
Sorry?
I mean, he says no preparations, and so you don't have to target any medal. I'm asking the question: who's supposed to prepare the athletes for?
It's the ministry, and of course, by extension, the Nigerian Olympic
and by extension,
and the federations
he actually heads that, right?
Because everything rises and falls on leadership.
And who is the leader?
I was happy to hear at the weekend that the Tigers we play a friendly game against the US national team that almost tore us apart at the last Olympic game. So if you
they did tear us apart.
We are still alive.
That's history. No one has broken that record yet.
We are bouncing back stronger.
Okay. Sports Day, the next paper for review, and the big one here is about Emmanuel Emenike entering Sociedad radar. It looks like West Ham will not give him a permanent deal, and he's on his way to Spain, according to Sports Day.
He's always been a good player. It's just that this season goals have been difficult coming to him. And if the Sociedad deal goes through, I think he should go. But if West Ham retains him, I will also be happy because he's playing alongside two other Nigerians there, Victor Moses and there's one that we don't know very well.
Yeah, it's not Nigerian.
Just has the name Ogbonna, and everybody believes that it's
But it's Nigerian.
Yes, Nigerian, but it's Italian after.
Ogbonna.
Yeah, that's all.
It's a Nigerian father and an Italian mother.
Okay.
Only that he plays for the Italian national team.
Okay, Trust Ekong is reacting to being called up again to play for the Super Eagles. He's saying hard work helps me.
I think Trust Ekong is a good player, fantastic player. I like him, and if he sustains it, from what I'm seeing, we have a very young team that we can, start preparing for the World Cup qualifiers now. Not let us not be afraid of whom we are going to be drawn against in the qualifiers. Let's start preparing now. These friendlies also must be sustained.
Okay, then it's Musa and Samuel score for CSK Moscow. That was in the Russian league.
Fantastic. Musa is the 11th goal of the season.
A lot of people say Musa should actually be turned into a striker for Nigeria when he plays for Nigeria.
He's a striker, but it comes from the wing.
Ronaldo
comes from the wing and he scores. So if you are not scoring, no excuses. Please go and put in the goal for us.
We'll just take this headline from the Complete Sports, and then we'll move over to Match Day 14 fixtures in the Nigeria Professional Football League. Front page of the Complete Sports, ahead of Rio 2016 Olympics, Pinnick demands Wenger meeting over Iwobi. NFF president vows to get Gunnar Star released for summer games.
Well, it will be good if you can get him released, but you see, summer games, that is when Arsenal 2 will be preparing. That is when Arsenal 2 will be preparing for the new season. So it might be a little bit difficult because, they pay the bills.
But surely they can do without Alex Iwobi for 2
years.
Come on. Absolutely.
Does the NFF president even have to go and meet the coach for that?
Yes, absolutely no need. If you ask me,
give him a call.
Look, give him a call.
Give him a
Send
call.
him a mail. If you have his email, he's been to London several times. Get Arsene Wenger's email. Try to interact with him. Technology has made the world one little village.
But meeting people also takes it a little bit.
It's not every time.
No, he's bigger than Arsene Wenger. That's my point.
He's going to meet.
But that's what they demand.
The meeting could be done over the phone.
You're looking at FA president.
It could be done over the
Greg
phone.
Dyke. Can you compare Greg Dyke to Arsene Wenger?
NPFL fixtures for this weekend. Ikorodu United will play Atlanta. We talked about that one already in Lagos. MFM as well too will play Aqua United. In other games, Sunshine Stars will play Caterpillars. Shooting Stars will look to bounce back from that 6-0 annihilation. They got in Kano last week. They'll play Plateau United. Rivers United will host Rangers International. Rangers, I won't be surprised with the way they're going at the moment. I won't be surprised if they get something out of that game.
And Rivers are without 4 of their key players. So definitely, I think Rangers might just want to nick this one. Since they had the opportunity not to play, yesterday, so they still have that energy, and they actually played against the Flying Eagles, right?
That's right.
So
they used the opportunity of Giwa FC not showing up, played with the Flying Eagles, played 1-1 and things are going well for them.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's an advantage.
That's why he's been drafted to the Super Eagles. So he'll be on the bench in the friendlies against Luxembourg and Mali.
Ben, when you were here last week, you said MFM will actually go and beat the Warriors.
Thank you so much, but
reminding me of my prediction failures, not the ones that I
It happens.
Remember Enyimba final in Champions League, right?
Was still waiting. And Liverpool, despite their loss yesterday, I still see them winning the trophy.
Liverpool, right?
Absolutely.
I think I'll stick with it. I think I love that. That is more of optimism. Well, thank you so much for being part of the program. I'm Cecilia Mogbe. Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, many thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm Tayo Salam.
We must say special thanks to Ben Alaya for coming around. He brought a lot of issues, but it's okay. We'll keep talking about it. And you can keep talking about it on Twitter with channels_sports and on Facebook with channels IFA Sports. That's the show. I'm Austin Okonakwa in everything you do. Remember, let's keep talking sports. Bye for now.